Hello there and welcome to Mystic Brick. Just a quick little video today on this vignette that I made, the Conscripts of the Banished Queen, which should fit nicely into the world of Daggerheart. So hey, let's get into it. I put all of this base work down on 10 8x8 plates and then just built that little vignette border and filled in the rest. And now we're going to start working on the tree that'll be in the corner here. The base of the tree is very similar to the design of the bonsai trees, and then I start to amend it as I'm building up here, but I find that those trees are such a great tool to use for reference. I'd really suggest picking up that set. It's great. And once we've got the basic trunk of the tree established, I'm going to start to build those branches. And yeah, I really wanted to embrace the fall theme for this little mock. So yeah, those are the colors I'm going with. I was trying to be consistent with color blocks and have sort of the yellow on the fringes and then the lighter orange and then darker orange. And I think that's kind of important as opposed to just having a random effect. It looks more succinct this way, I feel. Layering those branches on top there and securing them with those little shaft connector pieces which come with a lot of the bonsai sets. Once all those bottom branches are completed, I'm going to work on the canopy. I did choose to leave red out of the color scheme for the tree as I wanted to have a red vine along the wall and I didn't want that to clash too much. And I think that worked out pretty well. I'm going to put that little squirrel in place and then move on to building the wall itself. I really enjoyed building this wall, trying to use as many different pieces as I possibly could. So I've got some basic bricks in there, some masonry, plates, studs. I used some round 1x1 round bricks, also some cheese slopes and sloping bricks as well, and really just tried to get as much differentiation in there as possible to make it look like an old weathered wall. I really want to keep playing with different wall designs. I think that there are some fantastic builders out there who do such a wonderful job of this, and there are so many different options to explore. This was probably the most enjoyable part of this build for me. Once I decided to put the vine in place, I played around with a couple of different techniques and designs and finally came up with one that I wanted in the very end. Alright, now that we've seen a very basic overview of the build, let's go take a look at it in depth. Here are our conscripts of the Banished Queen, and we'll look at them all individually in a moment. But yeah, let's take a close look then at this finished build. Very happy with the way all of this turned out. At the end of the day, pretty simple, but I think complements well the fall theme that I was going for. So I'm happy with it. And of course, creating these little characters is always a whole bunch of fun as well. Alright, so the first member of our little squad here is a human witch, and I used a torso piece of the Crown Princess from the Castle Fantasy era. I really love this torso piece, I think it's timeless, but it does have a yellow neckline, and so I had to cover that up with that cape. She also has the pauldrons from the Monkey Kid line and the Cool Witch's hat, which comes from the D&D CMF. Next up here we have our Halfling Bard, and I used a torso piece that I got from K-Town Bricks. It's a really cool torso piece. He's rocking that fiddle pretty well. Built him this cool little custom axe and gave him a shield that I got from Pickle Bricks. I think he turned out pretty well. And next we have this Earthkin warrior. Built him this cool scythe, as you can see. His torso piece and head and hairpiece are of course Korgs from Love and Thunder. And I switched out the legs and gave him some pauldrons. Also built him this cool custom flail. And that shield comes from Pickle Bricks. And then next we have our elf assassin. Her torso and headpiece are from Thor Ragnarok, the Valkyrie, the dark blue suit Valkyrie. And then I gave her this turned around scarf and put that mask over it too, which I think worked out pretty well. Legs come from the Viking set. And then lastly here we have a human warlock. Her legs are from the Jazz Club set, such versatile legs, and I love those, printed on both sides. Her torso piece is from Luminara Unduli from the Star Wars Clone Wars line, really dig that torso. And then built her that cool great stuff, and yeah, I think she's looking pretty mean. So here the conscripts are with all of their secondary weapons, looking ready for just about anything, I think. And for the final little scene here, I just wanted to show what the vignette would actually look like if it were set up. Hey, I thought putting that little wanted poster on the wall here might be indicative of the Banished Queen. Maybe she's in hiding. Anyway, a fun little scene. Really had a good time building this set. Going to be posting a little bit less in the near future. Just got a lot of things on my plate, travel and moving and such. But I'm hoping to get into another big mock here pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. But hey, you all have a wonderful day now, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.